Hey everybody, as you can see, we've got a new opening screen thanks to the 4th anniversary of Monster Strike. But along with the 4th anniversary comes with the big 10.0 update, and now there is a pretty big new component to Monster Strike with 10.0. But before we get to that meaty stuff, there actually is a bunch of quality of life updates that I personally like a lot, and we'll go into other stuff later. But let's actually go to the slideshow real quick. So first thing that they changed is now that there will be visual indication that your monsters have been auto fused. Now if you don't remember, you can set it so that your monsters, as you collect them through quests, will be auto fused. And so that's what this screen shows. Not only does it show that Gluttony here is being auto fused, it also shows what my newest luck is. So that'll be super helpful for any of those of you who are farming things. You don't have to go back to your box, see how much you actually had it. Did I have 4? Did I need 5? Or am I getting up to 90 luck? Something like that. So it's pretty cool that will be here. And on top of that, the results screen is also a little different. The amount of medals you get, same amount of information as before, but as I said, with the new update, you can now collect Konki, I guess spirit power, I guess. As you can see, you can get a maximum of 1,000 per day, with a random chance to get 300. It'll say lucky next to it, so you can get as most 1,000 per day, and yeah, it's a really limited commodity. So if you can get it, definitely try that out. Now let's go back to the live screen. So as you can see, the home screen is changed a little bit. The top screen is a little bit more orange. The rank, your hexagon, looks a little bit more stylish, I guess. That's pretty cool. And actually, as you can see, as part of the 4th anniversary, a comedian, his name is Egashira Niji Gojubun. Pretty funny guy. I actually like him a lot. He is definitely of the crude variety, but definitely get a good laugh out of him. But he is the main personality for this 4-year anniversary. As you can see him popping up there on the bottom right. So if you're in Japan, you probably see him in all the commercials. But anyways, as you can see, the mission screen has been spiffed up a little bit. And yeah, I mean, nothing too new, but hey, it's a nice new clean coat of paint there. Okay, another cool quality of life update. Actually, you can see it right here. They have updated the menu such that the fuse screens and evolve screen or buttons have been combined into one. So now you can see your monster box, and then if you want to evolve your monsters, you have to click that right button now, and then you can use that. So I guess less buttons on the main screen, which is actually really a good thing. Less scrolling, always good. Now here is the other update that I want to show. So let's say you want to evolve a monster, and let's see, I'm going to use Eden for an example because I know I'm going to hit the situation. And now before, that exclamation mark wasn't there, and let's say you have a monster locked, or you have a bunch of monsters unfused together. That exclamation mark will tell you, actually, hey, you have the materials needed to evolve this monster. It's just not in a visible state. So you click it. Now if you can read Japanese, of course it'll tell you, but for those of you who can't, it will actually say, hey, you have enough luck for for Daikoku here. It's just locked. So now you know, okay, so I just need to find my Daikoku. And where are you? Daikoku. There we go. And as you can see, he is locked. So then I know, okay, I don't have to actually wait for Daikoku to come back. I have it in my box. And it'll actually do the same for you if you have enough of the monsters unfused together. So if you have enough in your box, that'll total up to the luck needed. It'll also direct you to that way. So that is pretty awesome. And actually, if they're unfused together, it'll give you the option to go jump right back to the fuse screen, which is pretty awesome. All right, so let's go back to the menu. As you see, The second slot, like I said, the box and the evolve buttons have been combined. On top of that, your materials buttons have been combined, so you can now freely switch between your XPs and Morlings. Click here to switch to your Divines and Charles. So again, small update, but still pretty good quality of life wise. And just for those of you who like the stats page here, that has also been renewed. They've been divvied up in 3 categories. First one is user information. Second one is monster information, where you'll see your top 10, all of your max luck bonuses, which of your monsters have the highest hits and damage, as well as your evolve count and your the count of all of your monsters from the Monsterpedia. Sorry. Last one gives you all your battle details. So how many games you've played, how many times you've cleared, no continue clears, your clear status of like the Tower of Champions as well as the Sealed Jades. So all of your play information is here. And of course, you can still change your name by clicking your nameplate here, as well as, let's see, so this allows you to change your name. Whereas in this page, you can change your title if you so wish to. I still like my Final Fantasy Kupo title, so I'm going to keep that. And of course, your login dates, how many friend points, gold earned, XP, nothing new here. Actually, in the bottom, as you can see, it'll show all the items you hold. So, you know, the Stamina Min, which will refill your HP, or not HP, sorry, Stamina. Waku Waku Min, which will increase the level of one of your able berries. Your scrolls, that'll give us extra berry slot. And the last one is new Continue Min, which as you can expect, it'll give you a free continue. Now I'm sure the same rules apply. If you can't continue a stage, you can't use a continue min, but for those other stages where you get so close and you just really want to continue, don't want to spend the orb, there's your option. And that is it for the quality of life update. So let's go to the big ones. That is oops, wrong page. Here you go. Tamashi no Monsho. So what? Soul badges. Now, I don't know what to say. You know, Monster Strike is great because of how simple it is, right? I feel like there's a pretty big level of complexity here that, I don't know, is it really necessary? Hard to say, but what I am really worried about is that they're going to come out with these stages where, like, without one of these attached, it becomes super difficult. And to collect these materials is not easy. The Konki, the top right, see that icon of that soul flare? You can only get 1,000 per day. And that's not a lot, given how much you have to spend for this. Now you do get them as a reward for max lucking, and for those of you who have already passed the levels to earn them, you can collect them from your mission box, like I have waiting here. So you'll get one at 5 max luck, so I can pull that, and that's 1,500 there. And it'll keep going for the next level, so I should be able to get the level or the 10 max luck reward. Yep, and that's another 1,500. But that's all I'll be getting, because the next level is 20. You'll get 1,500. As you can see, I only have 13. 30 max lux, you'll get another 1,500. At 50 and 75 max lux, you'll get 3,000 each time. And 100 and 125 max lux, you'll get 5,000. And once you hit 150 max lux, you will get 7,000 Konki points. And so what is this Konki for? Well, you have to use them in many different ways to unlock your Monsho here. So as you can see, it's broken up into 5 different elements. So you can only give a particular element. One monster can hold that badge, and it basically gives them additional abilities. You can think of it as like equipment. You give them extra abilities for stages. Now, to set a monster, it costs nothing. It'll say, so let's see, we're gonna pick Lorelei, right? Now you see this 5,000. If you can't read Japanese, that might scare you, but don't worry. That's just saying if you want to change this monster, you have to spend 5,000 Konki points. And like I said, remember, Konki is very hard to come by, or at least you'll get them at a very slow pace. So you want to be absolutely sure you want to put a monster in there. It is simply not worth it. At least I don't think it won't be worth it to just put in a monster without thinking about it seriously, without good reason. 5,000 is a lot. I don't even have 5,000, and I won't even have 5,000 unless I max out. Well, I guess you get 1,000 per day, so it'll take 2 days before I can even switch out a monster. But again, remember, your first set is free. Now, what else do you need to worry about? It's right here under each color, the Monsho Ryoku, so your badge power. This badge power is calculated from your luck count of all of the monsters that you have for a particular element. Now, it doesn't count for everyone. If it is from the hatcher, you will get them from whatever they popped out from. So as you can see, my Takeda is only at luck 3, but he's there. Now, if we go to like light, there's a lot of light monsters, and so I'm at 676, 5 max lux plus all of these other ones. Now for farmable monsters, they only start counting once you hit 20 luck, so that's important. So as you can see, here we go, my Jack Sparrow that I got from the collab, I had 32 leftovers here, so that's why he's showing up. But somebody like my Dory, who I think it's only up to 7. As you can see, she's not in the list. But once I get her up to 20 luck, then she will show up and contribute to my Monsho Ryoku. They also said that monsters from like the Mondama exclusives. So as you can see, my Kagutsuchi is not showing up here, which is really annoying because not only does Kagutsuchi not count here, he also doesn't have a badge of honor for an Ableberry. So I don't know what's up there. That's not cool. Anyways, so if for farmable monsters you don't really care to max luck it, but you really want them to contribute, you can just make sure you get them up to 20 luck. Once they are up to 20 luck, then they contribute to your Monsho Ryoku at the very least. So you can think about doing that as a if you want to waste time, that's certainly a good way. Oh, that reminds me of one thing that I actually need to show. Anyways, so why is the Monsho Ryoku important? Because that actually determines what abilities you can unlock. So, like I said, you can consider this badge as equipment. You will be able to add abilities to the monster that you slot per element, and they'll get extra bonuses. So the first slot is free, but if you want to open the second slot, it costs 4,000 Konki. The next slot costs 7,000, and third, or I guess the fourth slot, is 20,000. So that means 31,000 Konki total to completely unlock a badge. Times 5 colors, that's 15,500. Divide that by 1,000 per day. What? So what? 2 weeks and a smidge. Did I? No. 50. 30. Wait. 31,000. Right, 31,000 times 5. So 155,000. Wow. 155 days. Anyways, it's a lot to completely unlock. Oof. Anyways, so what kind of abilities can you get? As you can see, there are many different categories, and each category there could be grades. You can think of it as the same way as Ableberries. So the first one is Seishin Roku, so what? Mental. Anyway, It protects you from being stunned in many different ways. So the level 1 will protect you from being knocked out. You know, the pew pew, the stars. Second one will keep you from falling asleep. Yeah. And then the third one will protect you from being paralyzed. So as you can see, they uh, increase in protection. And on the left is the minimum Monsho Ryoku, so that's your total max luck power, before you can use it. Now it doesn't decrease, it's just that minimum level that you need. However, on the right side, you see that icon. Of course, you have to spend Konki to unlock that ability. So even more reason why it's a pain in the butt to collect all the Konki. So even just to unlock spaces, it takes that long. If you want to unlock the abilities, it also takes that much. And I mean, we'll just go through this real quickly. So needle panels, first one decreases by 50%. The highest level decreases by 99%. So which means you can completely ignore needles, basically. So what? Yamatake 0, who cares? Kane, who cares? It's basically no gimmick with those needle panels. Fire pillars, so that's of course for Arcadia, decreased by 50 and 99%. But I mean, look at how much Konki you have to spend, 9,000, and you need 2,600 Monshojoku. I'm not even close to that. Wow. This one, it's the that gravity attack that'll decrease your HP down to 4. This way, the monster will protect 3,000 of your health, keep at minimum 10,000 of your health, at minimum 20,000 of your health, which, I mean, that's pretty helpful. But again, very, very situational at best. Next one, Healing Wall Master. This is actually pretty good. Increases the HP that you get. So lowest level, you'll get an additional 1,000 per bounce, then 2,000 and 3,000. So that actually could be pretty beneficial. The next 5 will increase your attack power against elements. So based on it, it'll go from 10% bonus, 17% bonus, 25% bonus. So that is pretty cool to get some extra damage output. And what's this? It'll prevent you. This one will prevent you from being ability locked, from bump combo locked, from getting defense downed. This will prevent attack down, speed down, and this one will always give you a cooling potion for those lava levels. So 36 of Tower of Champions. That would be good for that. But anyways, I just think everything costs Konki, and even to switch out abilities costs Konki, right? If you want to switch one, you're going to spend it, and then you don't keep this slot, right? You're replacing it. So if you want it back, you're going to have to spend Konki again. So, I mean, with super limited resources, maybe they'll start giving out Konki as prizes for the live events and stuff. But yeah, what I will say is the great thing about this page is that you can really see your hatcher monsters very easily, because all of your hatcher monsters are automatically included here. So that is one good thing I will say out of this. However, it does not include dupes. So even, let's say, remember my box party, I have 3 Aramises. As you can see, only 1 is here. So if you want all of those dupes to count, you actually have to fuse them together. So, I mean, the Kantai, the fleet, where you have all 3 monsters, that's pretty cool. But if you want all of those luck to contribute to your Monsho here, your badge, you have to fuse them together. Is it worth it? I actually don't think it is. It's only giving 5 luck at most. Is 5 gonna make a difference? No. Just go farm something from the library instead, right? So, but that's why, if you don't see a monster there, don't be confused, right? Dupes don't count. If they're in different forms, however. So if I got, let's say I ascended my Aramis, then he would count, if I remember correctly. Actually, do I even have a monster in both forms? I'm not sure if I do. Yeah, I guess I don't. Anyways, but yeah, of course, like farmable, like element. What would even count? Like dragon gems, of course. As you see, you can't see them in here. What else? Yeah, basically hatcher monsters and drop monsters as long as you get them over 20. Um, and of course, it looks like the max number of konki you can have is just million, so 6 9s is your highest count, but who's gonna get there? Anyways, any last thing I'll go before we call it a day. If you take a look at the library, this is actually pretty cool. You can now complete these. Wait, that's not the right thing. You can now complete them for an orb. You have to do every difficulty in the library to get it, but they were saying that if you happen to complete everything, you can get over 300 orbs this way, which is actually pretty awesome for someone like me who is doing this mukakin without spending any money. So for those of you who want to have another source of getting some orbs, this is a great way. Now it is, of course, count limited, so based on your rank you can only, like for me, I can only do it 6 times a day, and you know, each attempt does take up one, so you're not going to be able to get them in one night, right? You are limited by your rank, but regardless, that is a pretty awesome way to get some orbs slowly but surely. And if you haven't noticed, the way to, I guess I didn't say this, maybe you noticed on the other screens, actually, yeah, by doing the extreme quest, the Kyukyoku quest, that's how you can collect konki, and I believe that's the only way to collect konki at the moment. So you need to do it 10 times. Basically you'll get 100 each time unless you get super lucky and get 300 at once, which I guess is the only way you could cross the 1000 limit. But yeah, that is 10.0. And if you saw the news, let's just close this. If you saw the news, you know that they did announce some transcensions to the Evangelion collab monsters. Of course, it was not. I'm sure a lot of people were not happy with that news. I'm not. I don't know. Of course, I wasn't excited, but I'm not angry at it. Of course, I would have liked to see some Monster Strike monsters get the Transcension treatment, but I did watch Pen's video, and he did say, you know, maybe, just maybe, they'll have something for us in the next Monster Strike news that should be coming up tomorrow. So maybe they'll have something, but then I would beg the question, why not? Actually, Pen did say this too after the fact. Why not show it on the 4-year anniversary live stream? I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see. Anyways, there are going to be some awesome hatchers coming up. I will explain them as they come up and roll for them. So stay tuned for that. And yes, it's been a long video, but there was a lot of stuff to go through, especially with that badge nonsense. But anyways, thank you for watching. Look forward to the rest of the event, 4-year event videos, as well as the current event videos. They should be coming up in the next few days. So until then, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.